Already 3CV challenged the Gala, stealth, no suppressors, reinforced cameras, and no moving bodies. Unfortunately, it's going to be reinforced cameras, which means that, quite unfortunately, it's going to make taking out the camera operator much more difficult. How ironic. But it's because over there are two corridors in, and one of them is, well, trespassing before you even enter the corridor, and it's also coincidentally guarded by NPCs and a guard, which isn't that great. And over here, there's the camera, which isn't that great either. But over there, there's a probability that there will be a camera over there, so that's not exactly great either. But seemingly, Cyber solved that issue by, well, just going in there, so sure. I mean, all things considered, that's relatively simple. But aside from all of that, there's no moving bodies, which... Nice to meet you. Right then, give me that key card and we can just walk you over here, which... Aside from that, there's no moving bodies, which is going to mean that we can't just, well, back everyone up. Making actually trying to get a disguise slightly more difficult, or just generally taking out units, or, for that matter, NPCs. But aside from all of that, there's no suppressors, which is quite simple, really. Hold on, where are you going? I think you're gonna put your hands up over here, and you're gonna come over here, and you're just going to give us, well, a keycard and a gun, which, I mean, sure. So hopefully... Oh, never mind then, we could always just do this instead and just bring the gun over here, which works out perfectly fine. But then aside from all of that, there's no suppressors, which means that unfortunately it's not going to really be a problem since it's just no suppressors. Don't fire an unsuppressed gunshot. Seems relatively simple, so we'll just leave it at that. And essentially hope for the best, which seems a bit obvious, but we're gonna try and make sure that Cyber knows that there's a keycard over here, which is quite important. And now that we have the code, that's even more important and, well, convenient for that matter. So we're just going to, well, see if Cyber chooses to actually take out the staff. Sure, right then. It isn't actually takedown limit, it's just no moving bodies. Hi there, put your hands up. And now we've got yet another keycard, which I suppose I'm fine with, but as for you over here, I'm gonna disable this box and you're not gonna stop me. And instead of just taking you out, I'm just gonna do this instead, which... Or maybe now put your hands up, which might lead to some really bad timing, but you know what? Everything's going perfectly fine so far, so... We'll just leave it at that. And then just not ask too many questions since, well, it's working out perfectly fine. Now I am really considering to just do that since it is much safer, really. And now we can shut this door over here and then just pretend that no one's ever gonna walk inside and see that, since that's kind of the ideal situation here. And actually, let's get ourselves some eyes over here so that we can actually figure out how close we are to actually having people go inside and causing some minor issues. And by minor issues, I really just mean really significant problems that we are most definitely going to have to solve, which... So turns out that staff doesn't seem to be going inside, which is always great. I'll just take this time to just lockpick everything, since that's something I can most definitely do, which... I mean, alright. Listen, none of you see anything. It's very simple. And you don't care enough. So we can just hopefully go through here now. Alright, maybe not. We'll wait a bit. Then we'll go through here. Then, I mean... We've got the perfect opportunity, so we really might as well. And, well, if you're right over here, we can just reduce the guard count by 1, which is always helpful. Not that it's useless or anything, so we're just gonna do that. And we're just gonna have you join a group over here, which seems simple enough, and, well, never mind then. Suppose that guard's just going to sit up straight over there, which, I mean, sure. Now, I'm pretty sure that Cyber's actually found someone else over there, which has seemingly not been taken care of, but that's alright. We'll just move this bag all the way outside, since we have been carrying it for quite a long time, and it's about time, so we're just gonna do exactly that. There's a crowbar in there. There's unfortunately only a keycard and not actually a vault keycard, which will be far more useful for all of us, but nonetheless, it'll be alright. And there's no box over here, which, I mean, sure. That's That's literally all there is to it. And we'll just grab this bag over here now, avoid all of the guards, and then go through here. And things should be relatively simple from here on out, which it's really just a delivery game, so we're just going to go through here. There is a spot over here, which means that I am going to try and... Hi there. Do you by any chance see anything suspicious? Because, well, hopefully you weren't planning on going inside here, which would be only vaguely problematic, so we're just going to have to join everyone, and we're just going to bring you in, and hopefully no one's going to see anything, which would be quite bad, so go on. And now that we're... Right then. And now that we're done with that, we're just going to walk around and find more bags and see what happens. Or alternatively, we could just go over here, grab this bag over here, and then afterwards start working on getting literally every single crate open, which... I mean, this place seems like a nice start, so we're just gonna go with that. Before, well, wandering around to just see where the other ones are, which that's the 6th one, this is the 7th one, and well... Seemingly, this is going to be the 8th one, so we're just gonna get this open, and well... We've got a crowbar. This should be relatively simple. So we're just gonna open up the crate. We're gonna leave the bag inside here, we're gonna grab the artifact, then we're just going to run outside over here. And well... Leave it right over here. Or alternatively, Cyber can just go inside there and just grab the other bag, since that's vaguely faster, but that's really it. And now it's really just a matter of waiting. And I mean, that's literally it. So, right then, while Cyber aims at my head, that's the daily challenge done in just under 6 minutes and 35 seconds. Cheers everyone, have a great time.